Hello again, it's Stone, and thanks for watching the video. Um, I want to talk about something that's very important that might not get discussed as much, um, and it is make sure that your mental health and your what you're trying to accomplish for your life is set to the number one priority while you're going through this court system process of family court, which I recommend that you do not go through that system. It's very taxing and stressful. When I was going through my case, I think I lost about 20 pounds, and I'm not heavy. I'm about 188 pounds, and I was down to about 165 going through this process. Couldn't eat, or I could eat, but I couldn't eat properly. It was just very stressful in my situation, and I wouldn't want anybody to go through that set of circumstance. What is it you're trying to achieve? You don't want to be put in a situation where you stress over things so much that you can't function, that you lose your job, that your family and friends are not around you anymore. All right, so try and make sure that your mental health is good. The people around you that care about you will tell you if they see something off. Don't do anything crazy. I've heard about people killing themselves through this process. Do not even think about doing that. This is going to be a short-term thing. What is the worst thing that can happen? It could only go up from there. There's things that you can do to protect your mental health. I would say read a book, get some new hobbies, meet a new girl. Think about what it is that you want to do with your life and start making strides to accomplish those things. When I was going through my process, I just started looking at life very differently and being mindful of everything and every decision that I was making. I looked at it as an opportunity to be better and to go back to doing things that I enjoy doing. And because my child wasn't around me as much, I was able to do much more with my time. The one thing I would not like to do is to go through life stressing about this whole court system thing and being in court and custody and having a big battle, and then later on in life, time and years have passed and I didn't accomplish anything. What would my kids think of me? You love me and everything, but what did you do for yourself? You mean tell me you spent 18 years of your life battling and going to court? What did you do in that time to make something of yourself? So I could say, Dad, I'm very proud of you. I like to be like you when I grow up. That was one of my biggest fears. And what's the worst thing that could happen? I just don't want to be a loser. I do not want to be someone who my kids do not look up to. So whatever I have to do to make sure that doesn't happen. And the funny thing about going through hard times is that it all depends on how you look at stuff. You can be so motivated to get things done when you're going through hard times. I think it helps you to become better when you're going through hard times. And even now that I'm not going through that no more, my life is very different. Now that I'm wishing adversity for myself, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but sometimes I'm not in that zone. I'm not in that fighting zone to accomplish and just grind it out because my ass is not to the fire right now. Sometimes it's best when your ass is to the fire. You're able to get much more accomplished in much less time. Your brain works in a way where it's survival. And you'll be amazed at the things that you can accomplish when you're fearful or you're upset. When I'm upset, I can achieve anything. It's the good times where I slack off. Other things you could do: exercise, read, make new friends, get back to your old community. Those trusted friends that you had from before that you might have not been chilling with because you were in a relationship, get back with them. If they would like for you to get back with them, if it's your friends, you know you're always welcome. I personally had someone that I was able to talk to morning, noon, and night. A bona fide friend that helped me out during my tough times when I wanted to do things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. He always put me back into the right frame of mind or help me to calm myself down. Just somebody you can speak to, get things off your chest, and make them know that, yo, I'm here. If you need me, just give me a call. Doing nothing crazy, call me. Because we all have thoughts. And I think the best thing to do when you do have thoughts is let the thought just come all the way through. Don't try to suppress the thought. You can forgive yourself for the thought later, but it's just a thought. And that's something that helped me. I think about it, I own it, and I just let it go. But don't suppress your thoughts, because you're gonna have some crazy thoughts. Don't suppress them. Just let them come through and pray about it later. And another thing that I noticed is about my mental health, being present. When I was going through my process, you know, many times I was physically there, but I was mentally not present. And a friend of mine pointed out to me that I wasn't being present. So make sure that you're present in all your situations, not just in work, but with your family also. Be present, enjoy the time. You don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. And you cannot control what's going to happen when in a custody or court battle, all right? So why think about it? And believe me, things are going to work out in ways that you would never expect. If there's anything bothering you, there's always people that you can reach out to. Shit, you can reach out to me. If, you know, you want to talk, if something is bothering you, I have no problems with that. If your mental health is not good, you will not be able to take care of your kids the way you want to. You won't be able to work. You won't be able to meet new people and have new relationships and make new bonds with people. And this is the thing about it. If you're always in the dumps about how you're feeling, who the hell is going to want to be around you? So we all got to learn to separate things. All right? This thing might be bothering you, but don't take it out on other people. Just separate it and move through. This is not going to last forever, I assure you. So do not make a long-term decision for a short-term problem. I don't care if it's lasting for the next 18, 21 years. This is not going to last forever. It's not going to last forever. What's the worst thing that could happen? You have to take care of your mental health. If your mental health is not good, you're no good to your family, your friends, your kids. Think about that for a second. And the more you have these thoughts swirling around in your mind, I mean, I've been there. It could drive you mad. So make sure you have positive people in your corner. If you don't have any friends, join an organization. Do something. And it doesn't have to be an organization that you got to pay to be in. It could be something as simple as a basketball club or a baseball club or a chess club. That's another thing I did when I was going through I started playing chess just to get me to think about other things. Take care of your mental health. Thanks for tuning in. And I would like to think that this information is helpful to you. Until next time, peace.